Hello, everybody. I hope you're having a wonderful, blessed 4th of July weekend. God bless each and every one of you. And known as a Christian, not only am I a Christian, but I'm also a big Michael Myers Halloween fan. And everybody who is into that stuff was wondering what happened to the original 78 mask that he wore in the first movie. What happened to that mask? And from my understanding, they were going to, after the filming for the first movie was completed, um, the only person who is Michael Myers, in my opinion, Nick Castle, he ended up with it, which it should have stayed with him, because in my opinion, no one else will ever portray that character. Excuse me, the way he did. And then 3 years later, when the second one came out, which the second one was pretty decent, it was okay. From my understanding, one of the this is what Nick Castle himself says. From my understanding, one of the producers of the second film came to him and was like, "Hey, we can't figure out how to duplicate, the original mask. Can we borrow yours to make the movie?" And he was like, "Sure." And then after that, he never saw it again. So, and then the story continues. Then it goes to the filming crew in Halloween 2 have it. They're making the movie with it. The actor who plays Michael Myers in that movie, Dick Warlock, that's his name. And then and then from my understanding, um, I don't know if it was damaged in the fire part. I don't know if they were using that one or like a different one, but from my understanding, after that movie wrapped up, that person actually stole the mask. If you want me to be perfectly honest with you, and it took it, and they never gave it back to the original uh, shape. Nick Castle let it. It was his, so it should have went back to its original owner, um, and then he kept it. And then I'm not sure exactly how many years ago, but excuse me, the mask has been, it's heavily damaged, falling apart. The paint wore off that they used to paint it with, because the mask, it's old now, but still together, partly. And then some odd years ago, a fan who, from my understanding, uh, he runs a haunted house or some kind of attraction or whatever. Um, One of his people, he knew Dick Warlock's agent, the guy who played Michael Myers in Halloween 2. So the guy told the fan, "Hey, Dick Warlock will dress up as Michael Myers and whatever else." And then when the fan got in contact with him, he got mad because apparently he did not do appearances at the costume or whatever, and apparently the fan and Dick Warlock had some kind of meeting, not meeting, but hung out or talked or whatever, and the fan made an offer for the mask, the jumpsuit, and the let's see, what was the weapon? I forget what the weapon was, but it was this. It was Nick Castle's. It was the original mask, and it must have, the offer that he made must have been a ton of money. And so Dick Warlock actually disrespectfully sells a mask that was not even actually originally his to begin with off to this fan. And so, yeah, you can even look up the fan's name on the internet. It has it on there, which I'm shocked it even does. But yeah, and that's where the mask is today. You know, whatever that guy did with it, I don't know if he's even still alive. But, um, you know, it went from Nick Castle, who was the original owner, to Dick Warlock, who played Michael Myers in Halloween 2. And it should have went back to Nick Castle because that's who owned it to begin with. And then it went from Dick Warlock to a fan. And yeah, that's it. That's who has it. And as far as I know, if the guy's still alive, that's who still has it. So I just thought that's a big question that's been going around the internet. And that's the answer. The true, actual answer. If you don't believe me, just look it up yourself. So, God bless.